Welcome, my friend. Michelle here. I have 3 Halloween DIYs for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how quick and easy it is to do these 3 beautiful Halloween DIYs. Let me show you how to make them. For this project, you're going to need a couple cones, 6.9 inches by 2.9 inches. I picked these up at Dollar Tree. You need 1 per witch hat that you want to make. So I'm going to be doing 2 today, so I have 2 cones. You're also going to need some of the stiff floral wire that you can get at Dollar Tree. If you can't find this, you can also use the wired jute cord that they have. Cut 1 piece per hat, and then you want to shape it so that it looks like the top of a hat. So I just kind of put my finger in there to keep it somewhat open there at the top. Pull it down and then place my fingers in because I don't want it to come together, and then kind of arc it to the side. And then just play with it until you get a shape that you're happy with. You just want to make sure that you don't close it all the way down. And then you want to take that and stick that in the top, like that. Next, you're going to need some felt. I have a roll of black felt here. This is 11.75 inches by 48 inches. And then I also have a package of the sheet felt. Now the sheet felt is much stiffer, so this is what we're going to use to do the rim of the hat. And then this is softer and easier to work with to wrap the top part of the hat. So in this pack that has all the fall colors, you do get 1 sheet of the black. I have a white pencil here. Now I want to leave enough room around where I place this for the rim of the hat. And I want the rim of the hat to be a good inch, maybe 1.5 inches. So once I find my placement where I have that much space, I'm going to draw out the bottom here. And because I have 2 hats, I'm going to do that twice. And then I'm just going to eye it and cut around the circle. It does not have to be perfect, but you want it to be about 1 inch larger than the circle you just traced. So just do the best job that you can. Once you get everything on there and you get this placed, you're not going to notice any little mishaps. So get the rim of your hat traced out for however many hats you have. So now let's wrap the top, and I'm going to use the rolled felt. So I'm going to lay it down and then wrap the bottom here till I make sure I've covered everything. Give myself maybe an extra inch and then cut up. Lay down a bead of glue and then roll on your foam cone. This is the way I found to get the smoothest wrap. And then again, lay down another bead, roll over. Okay, once you have it covered, remove the excess felt. On the bottom, you want to cut off any excess, but you need to leave at least 1/2 inch. And then just go around and snip about every inch or so. Now to do the very tip here, I just do the folding. Everything is rolled right there, so I just grab where it comes up and then I'm going to fold that over and glue that down. Now at this point I can make the tip of my hat as long as I want. I can just use the felt to extend it, which on this one, that's what I'm going to do. So I just folded it over, I trimmed off any excess, and now I'm gluing that raw edge over. And this is all going to be the back. Now on this one I didn't do it as long, and this one I extended. So that's up to you how you want to do the tip. But that wire in there will also help you to adjust. If you don't like the shape that your tip is showing, you can adjust it a little bit because you have the wire inside. Now let's get the top glued onto the bottom. I'm going to flip that over because I don't want to see any of my white mark. And then just center it however you want it to sit on that and glue it down. So we're going to start with this hat, the one with the nice long tip there. I pulled out a glitter branch. We're going to cut this down. And then I pulled out a Halloween branch. Now I'm not going to use the blooms, they're too large, but I do want to use the leaves here. And this also comes with a couple little branches, a spider, so I'll use those. But I'm more interested in the leaves. So here I'm just going to cut these down so that they're a little bit more of a workable size for me. And there's a little nub on the back of your leaves. You want to pull that off. And then this is 3 petals. I'm going to cut it down to each individual petal. So I'm going to add some of the leaves and the branches, and I'm just going to be hot gluing it on. Now before I add anything else, I want to trim my hat, and I'm going to use this ribbon. It came from Dollar Tree. It's 5/8 of an inch at 4 yards. I think it's so pretty. So I'm just going to cut a piece, and I'm going to run it over the top of the branches that I've glued in and run it right around the base. I also pulled out some berry picks. This actually came out of the fall section, but I like those orange berries. I also have this tree topper. This is one of the tree toppers for the mini trees, and this is the crow. Now I cut off the bottom and then I bent that little wire. That's going to help me get this attached. I want to place him kind of right in the front, like he's sitting on the rim of the hat. So this little piece that I left out, I'm going to push into the foam hat. And then I'm also going to add some glue to get it to stay. And now I want to add one of the orange gem spiders. They came out with 2 new colors this year, green and red. So this package has the green and the orange, and the other package has purple and red. Okay, so this hat is all done. I'm really happy with that. I just used orange as the accent color. Very cute. And now I'm going to do this one, and this one I'm going to do very simply. I pulled this ribbon out. This came from Dollar Tree as well. It's so cute. And I'm going to use this to go right around the base on this one. Very cute. Very pretty. And now I just made a simple 2-loop bow, and I wrapped the center and left tails. Just need to decide where the front is, and then I'm also going to glue that down. And there you go, we're done with both hats. One very simple and clean, absolutely adorable, and this one a lot more elements and a little bit more ornate. However you want to decorate your witch hat, go for it. Use whatever items are available in your stores. For our next Halloween DIY, you're going to need a set of the 12-inch stackable pumpkins that you can pick up at Dollar Tree for $1.25. I'm going to be using the solid orange. Okay, so they come in 3 pieces, and they do snap together. And that's what they look like. Isn't that cute? Now, I don't know about you, but I love my stacked jack-o'-lanterns, and that's what we're going to do today. And it's very simple. All you need is your stacked pumpkins, and then a package of the chalkboard Crop It stickers. You get 2 sheets, and each sheet is 5.1 inches by 12.4 inches. Okay. You have your 2 sheets. And now all you need to do is cut out your faces for each of your pumpkins. Small, medium, and larger. And you can change them up however you want. If you want, you can draw it on the back here. Okay, so just draw out whatever you like, and then go ahead and cut out your face. Now when I go to place my pieces, I like to start with my nose. Start with my nose, add my eyes, and then my mouth. And there you go. I have all 3 faces on. Quick and easy. I didn't even use 1 full sheet of this. I have plenty left. About 1.5 sheets left. But this is great. You can have all the fun that you want. You can make whatever types of faces that you want. The only one that I drew out was this one, and then the rest I just cut, kind of held up and said, yep, that looks right, peeled and stick. This would be a great project to do with your kids or your grandkids. For our next project, you're going to need a Halloween napkin. I picked this package up from Walmart. It was 97 cents. This is a 2-ply, 6.5 inch by 6.5 inch. I thought that was really adorable with the black and orange jack-o'-lanterns. Go ahead and open it up, and then you want to remove the second ply. I also have one of the glass dinner plates that you can pick up at Dollar Tree. We're going to be adding our beautiful napkin here to the back. Now Dollar Tree now carries Mod Podge, their glass water-based glue and sealer. This is dishwasher safe, so it's perfect for putting on something like this, and you're putting it on the bottom so you don't have to worry because food is not going to come into contact with it. So you want to look for the one in the blue. This is the dishwasher safe. Want to get a nice even coat all over the bottom side of your glass plate. They also have salad size plates, so you could do that for this. You could do several of these if you're going to have a Halloween party. You can use the napkins and then have the plates set out with the appetizers and things like that on them. You could also do a tiered tray this way. For your convenience, in the description box below is a detailed list of all the tools and materials I used to complete each project. This list will not only tell you how much you're going to need, it'll also let you know where I purchased the materials. Once you have a nice coat, place your napkin with the design side down. I just like to kind of pat it on there first. Then add another nice thick coat over the top. And because I don't want to tear the paper, the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of pat over it. Okay, once you have a nice even coat of glue, you want to let this dry. Okay, my plate is dry to the touch. I went through with my scissors, I cut off the majority. Now I'm going through with the sandpaper. You want to pull down and away. That'll remove the excess paper that's there. Then once that's kind of clean, then you can go back and forth right along that edge. You want to do that all the way around until that edge is nice and clean. Okay, so I have all of my edges nice and clean. Now if I turn it over, you can see how cute that design is, but we're not done yet. I want to dress this plate up a little bit more. So I have some Folk Art matte black paint. I have a small pouncer. So right around the edge here, I want to go pretty solid on the edge. So I'm going to wait and get the majority of my paint off by doing this. Then I'm just going to go right around the edge here and add just a little bit more. I have very little paint on my pouncer, and I want to bring that in just a little bit. Okay, I'm going to let this dry a little bit, and then we're going to go over the whole back with Apple Barrel's matte white. Now the black paint is dry enough to move to the next step, but look at how cute that looks. very rustic and Halloween. So I have apple barrel matte white, and I have a large pouncer. Now I'm going to cover the entire bottom here with the white paint. My white paint is completely dry. I did end up doing 2 coats, and now I'm going over and adding a couple coats of the Mod Podge dishwasher safe. Now you want to let it completely dry in between the coats, and you'll want to do about 3 coats. I'm going to let that completely dry, and then I'll come back and add 2 more coats. Okay, so I have 3 coats on the back here of my dishwasher safe Mod Podge, and it says on here you need to wait at least 2 hours in between each coat. Once that's done, you need to allow this to cure, and it says on here you need to cure for 28 days before washing, and you can only wash this on the top rack in the dishwasher. I wouldn't do that. I would simply hand wash this. But isn't that adorable? What a cute way to dress up a very simple plate. Of course, you can do this with fabric as well as a napkin, but napkins are so inexpensive, and what a great way to put together a set. You could do a few plates like this and use the napkins if you were going to have a party for Halloween. And there you go, we're all done. I hope you enjoyed today's 3 Halloween DIYs. What a great way to add a little bit of Halloween decor to your home. If you're looking for more Halloween inspiration, you can click into my playlist right here. If you haven't subscribed yet, you can do that as well by clicking on this icon right here. Thanks so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next video.